Hello, I'm Kim, Rooster Rossiter, and after the polar vortex, this is Spotlight Saturday, episode 157. I really don't know how to put it into any other word other than what you're watching right now. The joy, the smiles, it tells the story for itself. Hey everybody, I know you're kind of thawing out across the country, or most of the country at least, after that very frigid week that we had. My goodness, negative 40-degree wind chills up near the Great Lakes, pushing all the way down. I tell you, that was just an absolute wild week, but we're through it now. Temperatures are warming up, and we figured for this episode, we're gonna take you to some warm places or things that you can do even if it's cold outside. So, without further ado, let's go down to sunny Florida and see Run Jodi.
Hey everyone, I'm Run Jodi, Ainsley's Angels Tampa Bay Ambassador. I'm very proud. And I just wanted to say hello to all of you, wish you a happy new year, and ask you to take a look at our calendar. First of all, take a look at this weather. It's beautiful here. This is peak race season because our weather is so nice this time of year. So we have a lot going on our calendar. So now back to that. Take a look at the calendar, sign up for a race, message me, and we'll get you on the planning sheet and we'll get things going. Now, if you're not a Florida Angel or if you don't live in Florida, that's okay too, because you can always come vacation here with us. The Florida Angels will always take very good care of you. Right, Gene?
That's right, baby.
That's right.
Great to see you back on Spotlight Saturday, Jodi. Great times down in Tampa. Definitely going to take a hard look at the 2019 schedule and see when we can make a trip down to the great state of Florida. Hey, now we're going to move up the road just a little bit to Tennessee, right smack dab in the heart of Ragnar, Tennessee. We're going to go see Angie and the team exercising on a wonderful Saturday morning.
Good morning and Happy New Year, everybody. This is Angie from East Tennessee, and I am here on this beautiful, gorgeous, warm New Year's Day in East Tennessee with Team Christina. We have her sister, Brandi, and we have first-time Angel runner, Brooke. Brooke, how was it today?
It was awesome. It was a lot of fun. It was a little bit, well, actually I really didn't know what to expect, but I loved every minute of it, you know, just running alongside of her to encourage her and her run alongside of me and encourage me when I was pushing. It was awesome.
Awesome.
So,
Brandi, how was this? This is like race 9 for Christina?
Yes.
How was it today?
It was wonderful. We love it. We're so thankful it was warm today and we got to get out and enjoy this beautiful weather and have a good start to our new year.
Awesome. Well, Happy New Year, everybody, and we will see you again soon.
Happy New Year.
Wow, awesome. Love hearing stories about new Angel teams coming together to get that opportunity to roll with the wind. Thanks for bringing us that, Angie. And we look forward to seeing you later this year at your Ainsley's Angels Race Series event, as well as Ragnar, Tennessee in November. Hey, if any of you want to join Ainsley's Angels in an upcoming Ragnar, just email ragnar@ainsley'sangels.org to talk about the different options. All right, hey, we looked at sunny Florida. We looked at some good weather in Tennessee. But what if you're in the polar vortex again in a couple weeks? What can you do? Well, you can always pull out a copy of Born an Angel. Got a special story Briley had a chance to go read. Here you go, Briley.
Hi, so we are currently at Centerville Elementary School because we are going to do a book reading for Literacy Night. This is where I went to elementary school, and I was standing in this classroom, which I realized was my 5th grade classroom. I hadn't realized because they've changed it around since then, but it really triggered like a pretty fun story. So I remember distinctly sitting right here in a spinny chair, reading an essay that I had written to the class because we were having like essay sharing day, and Dad's telling me to open the book, but he actually has this information incorrect. This preface is the school newspaper article that I wrote, which often gets accredited as the precursor to Born an Angel, but really secretly, a little behind the scenes, the real precursor was that essay that I wrote for a school assignment. And I never really talk about it, but that was like, that first paragraph is what basically became like when I found out, like the first page. So anyway, I was sharing my essay out loud to the class, and the teacher, Mrs. Whitaker, like one of my favorite teachers of all time, she started crying because she was just moved to tears by the story. And then I remember distinctly afterwards, and for a little bit of context, at the time in 5th grade, I was very quiet, very shy, didn't really talk to people outside my friend group, whatever. So it was like a big thing for me to be reading it to the class. And then afterwards, we had to go, all the people that had like shared their story, it was like 4 of us, had to go on different sides of the room, and the students had to come up to us and tell us like like good feedback, like about our story. And I remember like the most popular boy in the class or whatever, he's like class clown, comes running over, like jumps over a desk, right, to me, and he's like, Briley, you made Miss Whitaker cry. He's like, best story ever. Like, and I just remember that so distinctly because I didn't know what to say. I was like, okay, thank you. But it was just funny. So I know a lot of good memories. A lot started in this classroom. I'm very thankful for the experiences here and for Centerville and to be back. We got the chance to tell you the story, so it's perfect. Bye.
Super neat to be there in that classroom to see Briley kind of go through the process of realizing she was back in her 5th grade classroom, and then have young elementary school students come in to hear her read the book. Really nice to be there, and I appreciate the opportunity to be there and the invitation from the school. So thank you very much. Now what we're going to do is take it on down to the southern lands of Louisiana and Mississippi, where Melissa and Beth have a little idea for how we can still train together to strengthen the team despite being separated by miles.
Hi, I'm Melissa from Southwest Louisiana.
And I'm Beth from South Mississippi.
And we've done Louisiana Marathon for 2 years. The first year we did a full, the second year we did a half.
That's right, so this year we're doing the half marathon instead of the full, but last year what did we do together?
We did a full.
But we also trained together throughout the 17 weeks we trained. So every week I would go for a long run and I would take a small picture of that run and send it to Melissa. And then during that week we would talk together about how our training is going and our nutrition and what should we do to be better.
And it creates a stronger bond between the runner and the rider, and it also helps to communicate back and forth. That way you know what's going on behind you with your rider.
I believe that teams and partners who run together should train together, right? No matter what the distance.
Right. Inclusion is important in every part of Ainsley's.
That's right.
Love that, Melissa and Beth. Thanks for bringing us that idea. I love the teamwork that I see there amongst the great team, Angel Team Melissa. Hey, look, we're going to wrap this episode up. We're going to go see Robin in sunny Southern California, the palm trees in the background. She got a Freedom Pushchair. She wants to tell you about it. One of the things I want you to know before we get to that clip, though, is we're forming our charity team for the Marine Corps Marathon 2019. And if you're interested, after you listen to what Robin said about the Freedom Chair and the possibilities, just email operations@ainslesangels.org if you're interested in being on that team. Spots are very scarce, so don't hesitate. And lastly, before we flip to Robin, you might have noticed that I changed hats throughout this episode. That's right, we have our 2017 hat, our 2018 hat, and now we have our 2019 hats. We're going to make a good deal on the Finish Line store to allow you to get 1, 2, or all 3 of these in a bundle. So look at the description down below in this YouTube video for the link and the deal. Until next time, y'all stay warm.
So y'all ready for this? Check this out. Look what's here! Okay, so for those of y'all that do not know what this is a Freedom Chair, okay? And in October, when we went to go and try to fundraise for the Marine Corps Marathon for Andrew and I, we unfortunately were not able to actually go to the event because Andrew became sick and was in no-flight status. But all of your contributions allowed us to bring home a Freedom Chair for one of our riders here in Southern California. So thank you so much to those families that actually participated in donating to the organization and to Andrew's Marine Corps Marathon entry. We really, really, truly appreciate it. And again, thank you for all your time and donations. God bless you guys.
A young angel.